I cannot believe what I am witnessing. These players are having massive and not so massive impacts on this team, and fans are divided. Let's talk about that in just a second. Before anything, hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. Happy to be back. Not a great result today. We'll talk about it in just a sec. Two things as always. Stick around to the end of the video because we do have some post-game fan reactions where I get you guys, the fans, involved. Comment on Twitter, comment on the subreddit. Maybe you'll be featured on a channel. And as always, please, please, please subscribe. Thank you. Anyways, we got some possible hot takes for you today. Let's just jump into today's lineup real quick. Is Cease to blame for today's loss? We'll talk about that. That'll be a hot take. Man, oh Manny, 350 for Mr. 305. Congratulations to Machado. And then so close, yet still short for today. So, I know I put Cease first, but let's start with Manny Machado. Hello, Dylan Cease. Quick recap. Padres split the series with the Giants 2-2. All 4 games were close and decided by 1 run. 2 games ended in extra innings. Padres stay on the road and head to Milwaukee to face the Brewers next. That'll be an interesting series. I'm excited to see that. But let's talk about Mr. 350, Manny Machado. Man, oh Manny is amazing. Obviously, I have the highlight for you. Right down the middle. Obviously, he's going to take that deep. Puts us in the lead. We know how that ended for us. But 350 home runs. 102nd MLB player to reach 350 home runs. And I hope to God, I don't know why he wouldn't, but I hope when he gets into the Hall of Fame, he is wearing a Padres cap because that is where this man is headed. If you don't think so, you are wrong. But Manny Machado was also the 33rd player to hit 350 home runs before the age 33, a month before his birthday, and he's about 30 hits away from 2,000. That's a Hall of Famer, if you were curious. But yeah, I just wanted to shout that out real quick. Congratulations on Manny Machado. Thank you for being fantastic. Thank you for choosing the Padres that so long ago, because I literally never thought we would sign him. And then we did, and now things are good. Relatively, but yeah. Now let's talk about Dylan Cease, like we mentioned. Cease is costing himself a bunch of money with his walk year performance. Walk year as in he'll be a free agent next year. So, yeah, is Cease to blame for today? Let's look at the box score real quick. 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, 7 strikeouts, and 3 walks. So, it's a very mixed bag, kind of how Dylan Cease has been recently. I do have his game logs. I made him a little bigger for you guys so you could see it better. But yeah, you have the bottom stat looking at. This is the updated one, right? Yeah. Okay. Just checking that. And then, yeah, I mean, he's consistently given up 3 earned runs for the past, 4 starts. Walk-wise, they haven't been horrible. Today was probably his worst walk performance. But he is getting these standard, 7 average strikeouts. So let's think about the 3 earned runs, and I want to show you this. And this is why I don't entirely think this loss is on Cease. Obviously, baseball is a team sport. Hello, Machado. Baseball is a team sport, so you can't just say it is completely this player's fault. I mean, you can, but you'd be wrong. You can't just be like, it's totally Cease's fault. So, if you watched the game, which I did today, you saw a tough break for Dylan Cease. Pitch number 8 certainly would have been called strike 3. The next pitch was a 2-run double. So, as you can see, it's in the strike zone. Barely, and it touches it. I don't hate the call with all my heart. It's annoying. If ABS was here, we would have been out of that inning, but it was a close call. So I'm not going to say the ump lost us this game. But that being said, the walks that Dylan Cease produced and the hits he gave allowed that inning definitely did not help him. So I guess in a way you could say today's game wasn't his fault, but he absolutely is not helping himself, especially with these recent performances. I don't think Dylan Cease deserves all the hate he has been getting. People are wanting to trade him. People are saying he's horrible. People are saying the absolute worst things. I see it on the comment section from these videos too. I know you guys do not like Dylan Cease, or at least the ones who comment. I personally am not a Dylan Cease hater. I'm not saying he's starting pitcher number 1 material. I'm not saying he should be number 2 because that's Nick Pivetta. But number 3, for a number 3 starter, I think Dylan Cease is doing a fine job. I don't think we should re-sign him. I think some other team can make that mistake. And if he pitches really good for that new team, full power to him. Fantastic. But I think I'm okay with Cease for who he is now. But I wish him the best next year. If we do re-sign him, it's not like the end of the world, I don't think. But if it's like 25 million a year, that is a little too much. I think right now he's at least a 15 million to 20 million type player, which is still probably seems kind of expensive, but in baseball's pitching market, everyone gets overpaid. But I'm not going to completely blame the loss on Dylan Cease. But I do want to talk about so close yet still short, because there were some definite plays out there. I don't remember what I put first. Did I put the Arraez thing first? Yeah. So Arraez got taken out of the game. Luis Arraez, who have tweaked something running the first base last inning, is now out of the game. Tyler Wade is at second base. Jake Cronenworth moves to first. And then Tyler Wade had that one at-bat where things could have happened, but you saw how it turned out, basically. It didn't go great. I'm not saying Luis Arraez would have made a difference, but it hurts losing Luis Arraez. But this next comment will clarify some things. Annie Helburn said that Arraez's day-to-day, Shildt said, had a weird movement where he grabbed the back of his knee. Shildt said he doesn't think it's overly concerning, but they'll evaluate and monitor. And then yesterday, Bogaerts got injured, but he should return to the lineup tomorrow, and they will need to evaluate and see. So Bogaerts, obviously not great offensively, but he's still an okay player. Arraez is a bit more of a hit, mostly because he has, I don't know what the numbers say, but like eye candy wise, I think Arraez has done a pretty good job at first base, considering that it's not like his normal position, but he's learning, right? But obviously Arraez is a hitter. You check out the box score real quick. I'm pretty sure his average isn't super great. I mean, 282 is pretty good, but not like Arraez standards, but he did have that one hit today. So I think losing Arraez is definitely much more of a hit than it would be to lose Bogaerts, but it doesn't sound like it's very severe. But let's talk about what we were talking about, the so close yet so far. So, not that one, this one. We'll come back to that. But Tatis had a nice little bat flip to a almost guaranteed home run that fell short. That would have been a home run in 12 ballparks, not including Petco Park. So I guess it's not that big of a huge deal, but it was... I genuinely thought, I think most Padre fans thought that ball was going out. And then a couple at-bats later, Jackson Merrill, same exact thing, hits it. I think the last inning, he smacks the heck out of it. Just barely doesn't make it. And then Iglesias with the ground outs, runners on second and third, Jake Cronenworth up. And like you're hoping for that 2022 playoff magic against the Dodgers, and he struck out. So there was so many super close things to like help us win this game, and that'll get me to my next point. But runners in scoring position is not our forte. I mean, Giants and Padres 13 and 14. I mean, it's not like it's horrible. It's the middle of the pack, but like still, like if we want to be up with those like really good teams, we need to start scoring with runners in scoring position, because I'm pretty sure this number is dropping slowly. I'm not sure, but I would feel like it is depending on our performances. But yeah, it was a frustrating overall team loss where little player performances make things look horrible, like Cease obviously giving up 3 earned runs. But we were so... This whole entire series was just close games. And I don't think I saved the comment, but I saw a lot of comments that were like, this series could have been a sweep for one team or a shutout, or it could have been a Padres sweep or a Giants sweep with the way things were playing out, because every single game was really close. Every single game had something bad happen to both teams. It was a very universe-balancing, yin-yang type series. And obviously the Giants are a good team, so I'm not going to cry about splitting the 4-game series. We have won more games than them. Obviously there's still plenty of games left against the Giants, but I don't want to play the blame game on anybody. I'm curious to see how we'll do against the Brewers. I don't have their record on hand. I'm sure I could look that up right now. But overall, I think today, I don't want to say it's a write-off, but will be forgiving. So let me see real quick. Brewers are about the same record, 34 and 29. So it'll be a good series. It'll be Vasquez versus Patrick. I don't know who Patrick is, but he has a about 3 ERA. 2.37 at home, though. That's not good. That might be hard for us. But yeah, enough yapping about that. Let's just talk about our post-game fan reactions, as we always have. But I guess we'll answer our questions real quick. I kind of did already, but is Cease to blame for today? No, I think it's a whole team total effort, but I don't think Cease helped himself much, especially in his upcoming free agency market. And yeah, so close, yet still short. One of those games. But some Friar Faithful feed comments from you. This hot mic at Oracle is so insufferable, and I'm happy this is the last game of the series. OM God. OM God. Oh my God. Yeah. I genuinely, like, I'm glad I missed one game, because, like, the hot mics in this game were so annoying. Like, there were those kids yelling that one game, and then today we had those, like, two guys yelling the entire time, and it was, like, I don't know if the normal Giants broadcast has, like, that kind of hot mic, but if it does, I'm so sorry to Giants fans, because that is so annoying. I am so sick of them. Let me know how you guys feel about that, because I'm glad we don't have that many hot mics in Petco. Probably the most even match, equally frustrating for both fan bases. Both teams could have won or lost every game series I can remember in a long while. In hindsight, that was always going to be a split with net scoring differential of 0. On to the next. Yeah, it's one of those series where, like, it happens. It sucks. We could have won. We could have lost, but we're gonna move on. We'll take what we learned and just move on. But that's the best I can describe. The best way I can describe it. Obviously, the offense sucked, but the Giants' offense is just as bad, and Cease gave the game away with his walks. Dude needs to figure it out ASAP. So this is kind of like the example I want to show of how split the fan base is on Dylan Cease. So that one I just read was negative, but the next one gave the game away with on one missed third strike final out of the inning call, you mean. Cease did not lose us this game. The offense not showing up did. So, I can show you this, of course. Yes, no one's wrong. No one's right. It's just unfortunate and a team-based game. That's honestly all I can really chalk it up to. And if you guys have thoughts and opinions, because I know you do, I read them all the time. But if you have thoughts and opinions on Dylan Cease, good pitcher, bad pitcher, his fault today, not his fault today, how do you feel about it? Give some shout out and love to Manny Machado for hitting 350, because man deserves it. And yeah, how frustrating was this series for you? Do you think this is something we should look back on in horror? Do you think this is one of those series? Let me know how you feel. And as always, have a fantastic rest of your day. Go Padres. Thank you for watching. Did I say subscribe yet? Subscribe. Please subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye.